Hey, what's up, my little Tattle Tells? How y'all doing today? Well, listen, if you are Wendy Williams, you are done hiding. You are done living in fear or embarrassment. And you are also literally announcing to all your haters and everybody that wanted to throw dirt on what they thought was your grave that, baby, you're going nowhere and you're coming back with a boom. You guys, listen, you know the saying, the good news is nothing lasts forever. The bad news is nothing lasts forever. Wendy Williams has announced her plans to come back with a podcast. Of course, she's returning with the radio roots, but she has a killer slate of people that are going to be joining. Everybody's super excited about that. She also bravely showed her actual illness she deals with. And I have some thoughts on that because honestly, Debmar Mercury, the company, all these people being like, oh my God, she's sick. That's why she's being treated like that. You realize you're opening yourself up to a lawsuit for disability rights and actually ableism. Because if Wendy is as sick as everybody says, why are they treating her like that? It's a question we should be asking. I have the full audio on that. You can hear Wendy. And now for the bad news, whatever's going on, Wendy's not quite back all the way. Now, hear me out. I still don't buy into the fact that she has dementia. Sometimes when you're dealing with rehab and you are older, the things they give you to get over the substances that may or may not be in your system give you a sensation that presents you to the public that you might be dealing with some type of mental decline. Now, I will say this. Actually, let's hold off and let me let you listen to the interview and then meet me after the jump and we can share thoughts.
You know what that is, correct?
I know.
Okay. You don't know lymphedema? All right. I'll show you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Lymphedema is this. Do you see this right here? Look.
Okay.
No, look closely.
Right.
Hold up, please. Hold up. I can't hold it higher. Do you see?
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
Okay, do you see this?
Yes.
All right, it's up and down. Okay. Okay, that is, I can only feel maybe 5% of my feet.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Right.
Which means normally I would be in a wheelchair. I'm not in a wheelchair. I stand up.
Okay, so honestly, let's have a talk about this. Wendy is not altogether there. However, one, the way the network and everybody treated her was disgusting because it literally was akin to ableism. If we believe all these reports, this woman is handicapped. But two, also, I do think that Wendy was just pushed back too soon. Maybe part of it was pride. Maybe part of it was ego. Maybe part of it was money and legacy. But the fact, and this is my issue with Wendy, that as much as she was a pioneer, as much as she's done, as much respect as she could be given, right? She literally was pushed aside, but maybe that's the nature of working in the media, right? When you are an entertainer, it really is, what have you done for me lately? And if you're not making people feel the way they want to feel, then they have no use for you. It's not good or bad. It's just the nature of the beast, right? It's like being a doctor. If you're not actually taking care of people and healing them for their health, nobody's going to keep a doctor because they have a great personality. At least I hope not. However, right? All that aside, Wendy still is making comebacks, and it actually might be maybe her goodbye farewell tour, which I think will be more fitting than what Debmar Mercury did. Because think about it. Everybody knows that Wendy's having these like little issues. She's going to be interviewing people. People are going to be nice and polite. Wendy might be trying to be shady, but she might not have the capacity to do that. But it will be a nice goodbye tour where the people that she interviewed when they were at the beginning, at the end, or maybe at the height of their career, come back, sit down with Wendy and talk about how much things have changed. I don't know. I think it's a beautiful idea. The podcast Wendy is loving because she can do it from anywhere. She can do it from anywhere. And you don't need to have your hair on. You don't need to have your makeup done. I mean, I'm doing the podcast right now. Woo. Anyway, right? Now, about the podcast, she plans to have guests, including the Kardashians and the Trump family members. I'm guessing it's going to be Ivanka. And she's going to make more money than her Axe talk show. I believe that podcast money is good money. Maybe I need to get into the podcast world. Maybe I will. Anyway, they said Wendy is already planning her next career move after her long-running talk show came to an end earlier this month. They're saying that she is going to launch her own talk show and it's going to make more money. She's going to have conversations with the Kardashians, Snoop Dogg, Fat Joe, and even some of the Trump family. It's going to be, if they're not in jail, and she's going to be serving, and Selby, you know who that is. He's going to be the executive producer. What else? Selby also added that there's going to be members of the Kardashian family. Please let it be Kourtney. You know Kim's probably not going to go, but you never know, right? And he wouldn't literally say any other information. Trump and Ivanka taped a segment back in 2013. And Ivanka is slated to maybe make an appearance. Listen, it's going to provide our fans with a true Wendy experiencing, highlighting her favorite artists, celebrities, food and fashion. Yo, remember when Wendy Williams literally lit a Slim Jim on fire while she was on air and ate it because she was just plain sick of everybody? Yeah. Now, here's the thing. There's no timetable for the release of the podcast. I'm guessing they're going to wait. And here's my thing. I'm guessing they're going to wait until it is prime time, until it's prime time to release. What does that mean? Think about it. You have Wendy, right? The spotlight comes and goes. Right now, pop culture moves on very quickly. Wendy will always be queen of pop culture, but you know how it is. I think that they're actually going to wait until Sherri Shepherd's show launches before they put their first podcast episode on. Think about it. The whole world will be on Sherri's show. Debmar Mercury is going to put a hell of a lot of money into promotion, into this, into that. I'm not Kardashians. The comparisons will be fresh on our mind. And every time we see an ad for Sherri's show, we're going to wonder what's going on with Wendy Williams. The tabloids and the newspapers are going to want to get Wendy's reaction, going to want to get exclusives. And that is the perfect time for Wendy to literally launch her show. It's also very poetic, don't you think? It's like, y'all tried to destroy me, but I'm going to use the money you paid for publicity to promote my show. How about that? How about that, right? So I think that actually is a little brilliant if this is their plan. I know if I was their PR person, I'd be like, don't spend money on our PR. Just wait until Sherri's show drops. You'll be in everybody's hearts and minds again. And then we can go and make that money. And in the meantime, quietly interview guests, slap on those NDAs. You know how it does. Again, let's see what happens with Sherri Shepherd's show. Again, Sherri's talented by her own mark, right? And I wish her well, right? I hope she succeeds. Her taking over Wendy's show and the way Debmar Mercury treated Wendy has nothing to do with Sherri at all, right? I will say, though, you're taking over a time slot of people that loved Wendy. They've tried to put people in there, and they just need to realize people weren't showing up because it was the perfect time slot. People weren't showing up because for the production value. They came and they showed up for Wendy Williams and the energy she brought. And I will say this, right? It's like your favorite shop closing down that makes your favorite sandwich. Yeah, there could be new management. Yeah, it could look prettier. Yeah, they could have a bigger menu. Yeah, they could even have the best customer service. But at the end of the day, you were coming for that sandwich, and that's all you care about. So all I got to say is, I hope whatever Sherri Shepherd has on the menu is something equally as good, or else what's the point of going? All right, my little Tattle Tells, let me know your comments and in the comment section, and I will talk to you later. Bye.